Alrighty, what's up everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be diving into an all-out aggro deck. The month just happened, the new month. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. The season ended, and so I want to showcase a deck that is unforgiving, without mercy, an all-out aggro deck, if you will, because, you know, start of the month, everyone's trying to get to Mythic, and, well, I just wanted something easy breezy to play this morning, something I could sort of slip into and be like, no, I know how this works, I'm not trying to do anything quirky, it's fun, it's good, it's excellent, blah, 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 blah. So, if you're trying to climb to Mythic and you want a fun, good, quirky, blah, blah, or non-quirky deck, this is it. I think this is a fantastic deck. Now, Lead the Stampede, that's probably the quirkiest thing that I have in here, and y'all know me, I love this card. 3 mana ability to potentially draw 5 creatures, and, well, when you have 31 creatures in the deck, you know, your odds are pretty freaking high. And that's pretty much what this deck is based around today, is just drawing out stuff from basically out of nowhere. So we have Edge Wall, which allows us to draw cards, of course, with our adventure cards, the Rimrock, the Love Strucks, the Bone Crushers. We have Magda, which allows us to draw out either our Great Henge, Embercleave, or Goldspan just by sacrificing treasures, right? We have our Great Henge, which allows us to draw by creatures entering the battlefield. We have Toski, which allows us to draw by creatures attacking and dealing combat damage. Of course, Lead the Stampede, as I already mentioned. And then we have a one-off copy of Ox, which also allows us to draw when it enters the battlefield, right? Discard hand, draw 3 cards. And, of course, we can always escape it. So, like, the amount of card draw in this aggro deck that's sort of just secretly tucked in there, just nestled right up, it's pretty insane, and it's very useful. A couple other elements about the deck. We do have Magda plus Jaspera, which means that we have the combo of, you know, we don't have to attack with Magda, we don't have to attack with Rimrock if that's what we don't want to do. We can just tap them with Jaspera, gain the mana with Jaspera, and then also gain a treasure token with Magda, which is, you know, big pog, because you can end up with all this top end stuff really quickly if you have like a turn 1 Jaspera, turn 2 Magda, and then you can tap the Magda and obviously add all that extra mana. It just allows you to ramp really hard. Now, we do have 3 copies of Kazandu, so, you know, and due to us having the Jaspera and the Magda, we don't need as much mana. So we've dropped out 2 lands from over here. We also have 2 Triumphs to help us with cycling in case of later, you know, game stuff. But aside from that, I think our lands are fine. I don't think you want to drop too low, given we do have things like Ox, Goldspan, Embercleave, and Great Henge all in the deck and all, you know, fairly present. So yeah, I think that's about it. Fairly standard, straightforward. You just want to get down your creatures, draw as many cards as you can, and win off of the advantage of, well, being an aggro deck that can still draw into the late game, essentially. That's the power we're going for here, right? I'm not going to bore your ear off this morning, so we're going to keep this intro short, sweet, and to the point. Without further ado, we're going to dive into our matches. Hope you enjoyed. If so, please be sure to hit that like button down below, as it does help me and helps the videos to get beat. I almost did it. To get seen by more people, which of course allows them to know that I'm out there, and then, you know, it's a whole circle of life kind of thing, or circle of YouTube. I don't know about life. Anyways, without further ado, we're going to dive in. Subscribe if you want to see more awesome content. Comment down below what your favorite part of this deck is or of the gameplay is. And of course, I'll see you lovely ladies and gentlemen in the matches. Dank Dan. We'll see how dank you are, Dan. I will say we've had a little bit of a rougher morning as far as my playing and the opponents just getting good stuff. So hopefully we'll see a nice little rounder out to the morning. It's I sacrificed the old first creature, for you are nothing. I think that's the 3rd game in a row where our turn 1 creature's just gone. Just gone. Yeah. Yep. Alright, now, if I could find an actual adventure creature to play down, so these 2 Edgewalds could pop off before getting slaughtered, that'd be pretty cool. I would take double card draw for the Freeski. Just if you wanna game, just if you wanna. You don't have to, but you can. I have a feeling they're playing some kind of weird Teemer giant deck, which, don't get me wrong, cool. right? Cool. But could be bad for us given they already have the Bone Crusher off the Ripperoonie. They already have access to 3 different colors of mana. Let's see what it be. Now, I do have the potential to get down a Greyhenge on any one of these mighty creatures. Obviously, I don't think that's the world's best play. I actually more so would like the idea of just dropping an Ox on this next turn. Not that I want to discard the Embercleave, but you know, I'm happy that you have 2 Bone Crushers just chilling all day, ready to come out and play. Meanwhile, I got 2 Embercleaves, so who's really winning out here? You or me? I mean, come on. I think I actually still want the Ox down. Like, fuck, get out of here, Embercleaves. I'm just gonna pretend I never fucking saw you, and you know, we'll go on about our merry business. Counting on one of those 2 Embercleaves to save my day over us drawing 3 cards and having a sizable creature down, I'd rather have the Ox. Sure, it's a 4/2, and I'm deathly afraid of them having another Bone Crusher, because that's just kind of how I feel like they're doing things today. Is this going to be an Embercleave? Are they about to Embercleave me? I would be sad if that's the case. It's Teemer and they drop Scavenging Ooze, Bone Crusher, and then Embercleave me in the face. Oh, that would be such a sad day. Alright, Dank Dan. Showing me any other dank plays. Gargaroth. Gargaroth is bad for us, actually, because it just negates our ability to use good old Gold Span. Am I dropping just the 5/5 and then the Kazandu? It's not a bad idea. Yeah, I think so. Triome. Am I cycling this? Cycling this does put us closer with Ox. I don't know. I don't know. Did I play a land that turn? I had to. Surely the game wouldn't just skip on. I think I did. I think I played a forest. Right? Or a mountain? I don't know. Alright, well, what do you got for me? It's a little surprising that they're actually in Teemer. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. Please don't Embercleave me. Like, of all the times and all the games, please do not Embercleave me. They should at least exile our Ox over there. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Because people still play Ooze. Clearly. This person still plays Ooze. Alright. Dank Dan. You want to have a cleave in there? Come on. It would be uncanny. And that's what would make it so right. No? I gotta say, I'm shocked. I am surprised. Our luck this morning would have told me otherwise. If you'd have asked me on a survey, but made me bet $20 even, I might take you up on that, you know? Alright. Gold Span. Go with 4th. We're keeping hold of that Triumph because, again, I may choose to cycle it. I think I just dropped good old Bone Crusher as per the norm. Right? Jaspira, let's go. That's the level of draws I want to see from now on. If you're not giving me a 1-mana creature on turn 6, turn 7, it's not Magic. Alright, I'll stop. I know the sarcasm is coming on a little strong. But you have to understand, I'm also playing a deck that theoretically should be really well. Meanwhile, all morning I'm getting thrashed. I'm getting smashed and bashed. But that's magic, you know. You could step up to plate with the nicest, fastest card and still lose the race. Lead the stampede. I shall indeed. Get it? Oh, whatever. All you gotta do is hit resolve, Dank. Senior Dank. 2 creatures, you know, not the world's worst. 3 mana, draw 2, not the world's worst. Let's see if I can't swing a Rooski with the gold span. It's happening. That's good. Next. Bam. Then we go edge wall and drop Love Struck, right? Or we can even go Jaspera and drop Love Struck as well, right? So that's good. We shall drop you. Draw 2. Boom, bam. This deck is, and should be, extremely good at drawing you cards. You have Toski, you have Lead, you have Great Hinge, you have Edge Walls. So, like, even if your stuff... even if your stuff gets countered or whatever, you get destroyed, you should be able to create a pretty big board state just with the additional card draw. Like, you should easily be able to outdraw your opponent. We are going to go ahead and activate this because I want that Kazandu to smash in and, well, you know, I think this is the game where we got rid of the Embercleaves off the Ripperoonie. It is, so, you know, no real reason not to. Oh, I'm sorry, Kazandu, I lied. We are already swung in with Goldspan. That's how I got to that point. Right. So now they crack back with Goldspan, and that should be about it. They might swing all in, but I doubt it. We're too close to lethal for them to do something that dumb. Goldspan's for sure going in. Ooze doesn't make any sense to me. Like, actually doesn't make any sense. How many creatures? 1, 2, 3. You have 1, 2, 3. Well, hell, maybe. Do this, or I could just chum here. I actually like the chum better. And we let the 4/4 through. Still have a Jaspera on the next turn to trade with their Goldspan if that's what we want to do. Alright, that's it. You just got to hit resolve at this point. Right, exile stuff. Probably don't want to use your treasure token, yeah, quite yet to exile. Magda, baby, don't get me wrong, you're cool and all, but I would have done for another lead, a Great Hinge, a lot of other stuff actually, a lot of other stuff. So what we're gonna do is play that land down, get Kazandu beefed up a little bit. We're gonna tap a Rooski and cycle away. Rimrock. Alright. So if I swing all in with what I have now, I'm dealing 4 for sure. They block 5 for sure. And then I have 4, 3, 7, 11, 13. You're joking me. We have 13 points of damage right now. They're at 15. Oh. Alright. If it's not lethal, don't do it. Okay? Oh. Stop it. Stop giving me lands, game. Stop. We've talked about this. You know, I'm on the verge of victory, right there on the cusp, and you come in and stick a big boot straight up my fucking sock. Look, I'm just trying to keep it clean. So we swing like this, yeah. Maybe even like that, because we have the chum blockers to afford it, essentially. They do not. So I think we push that fact. And they don't know what we have over here, and they don't have any cards. So can they afford to not block? Really, that's the question. Because that's 2 mana. This is 1, which equates to 3. So we are showing as if we have Ember Cleave, which, yeah, no, could push them into conceding. I've had people concede over less. I doubt Dan is the kind of person to concede, though. So we'll see. Of course, they got to know if it was an Ember Cleave, it would be GG, right? Right. Opponent's down to 6. Now we just hope that they don't hit an Ember Cleave, right? What's the chances? What are actually the odds of them? Yeah, let's go. It's just a land. Oh, I feel the retribution. You know, because we've been getting hit with lands, and I'm like, oh, what do I do? But hallelujah, they didn't hit the Ember Cleave. You know, my luck is turning around. It's time to go play the lottery. I'm just joking. I don't really endorse playing the lottery. Gambling, I don't endorse gambling either. But I will say that I enjoy it in the here's and there's. I'm not a day-to-day gambler. Like, let me go get a scratch off. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Just not my cup of tea. But, you know, when in Vegas, I'll pull the one-handed bandit. Anyone that doesn't, it's a slot machine. I think it's actually a one-arm bandit as well, because it steals your money and it, you know, the arm that you pull down. Dang Dan, they can't figure it out. They said, I gotta be able to win this somehow. I can appreciate it. Thinking. They just can't swing in here. No, yeah, you're good. I wish... I mean, nice kind of embodies, like, you're good, you know what I mean? But I also don't want people to take it sarcastically. So what do you say when someone's thinking? You just sit there and let them think? I had to make a joke. Oh, they hit a land. Fuck you, Chance. Actual bastard. Alright, so you tap you. You swing in. I need 5. That's only 3. If I was to just swing all out here, what happens? Okay, block, 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 block. And we're left with 2, 1, 1, 1. So they have to block. They would have to block these 3, right? Alright, let's do it. We're at 3 treasure tokens. We're so very close to, you know, getting a Magda and doing that stuff. Alright, making ooze bigger. Doesn't solve their problems because I didn't all-out attack, and this is exactly why you don't all-out attack. Does allow them to take out Kazandu, if that's what they want to do. Should be, right? 7-7 to 5-5, 4-1 to 3-3, 4-4 to 4-4 in the sky. But then you're still only left with 1 creature. Now the life gain they keep getting, that's probably the worst part of it, honestly. The life gain. Boy, howdy the life gain. But it's okay. 'Cause after these 10 lands, we only have 12 more in the deck. So, you know, 12 out of 31. Wait a minute. They might just have lethal here. I didn't realize how much life they could gain. Well, that's fun. That's... Of course, we have been playing this match of Magic for 16 minutes, so it ending... Not the world's worst thing, honestly. Oh! You weren't for sure if you had another green... I know, sometimes, you know, colorblind, red, blue, green, they all do look the same. Alrighty. Gold span to gold span. Everything I said is coming true. But if they were smart, they're really smart, not just sort of doing the motions of the ocean, they would have just blocked Xandu to Rimrock, left their flying dragon in the sky, right? Because they had enough life. I like when people don't make smart choices. It's actually one of my favorite things in the world. Alright, so what we do here, it doesn't really matter what mana we're gaining here, we just want the treasure token. We're gonna need that dragon back, or a dragon back, right? You sure you don't want to exile? I mean, you have mana. You do have green mana, Dan. Hey, Embercleave. Of all the times, of all the places, of all the things to grab and land, is that the thing that's gonna allow me to win? If I mess this up, I mess it up, you know what I mean? Oh, I didn't even realize we could put the Grey Hinge. We're not going to, because I think I have lethal here. Hallelujah. But, yeah. Do we? Do we, though? They can gain 2 life, which puts them to 11. Which means we actually don't have lethal here. Do they have lethal on the crackback? Yes, they do. So in what manner do I do this, then? Swing in... I think we just lose here because of that ooze, which, whatever, it is what it is. Although, no. Oh, this is incredibly frustrating, but we do still have a line. And y'all know me, as long as I have a line of being alive, I'm not giving that up. In case people are wondering what that line is, Edgewall block to Scavenging, Kazandu blocks to Magda, and Goldspan blocks to Questing, and I can drop Embercleave because I just have that much fucking mana right now. So, unless they, of course, hit an Embercleave, in which case none of this matters, and they're just going to smash face with Ooze. That's GG, ain't it? It's not? What? What's actually going on right now? Alright, well, I'm still going to drop the Embercleave here at instant speed because it just saves me the mana, right? We don't need it as a surprise factor, I don't think. That is for sure 10 damage. They can for sure heal for 2, 3, which puts them to 14. You gonna go ahead and exile everything? Yeah. It's good. It means they're scared. Love Struck. Not that we could actually draw one of our Great Hinges naturally. We have 28 cards left in the deck. There's 4 Great Hinges? How many Great Hinges do we actually have in the deck? 2, maybe? 3? 4? It's gotta be 2 or 3, right? No way I would play 4 freaking Great Hinges. I'm not that crazy. Still, though, out of 28 cards left, I would have loved to have seen one by now. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I get just playing it because you're tired of seeing it in hand, but at the same time, you probably shouldn't play games like that. Oh. Alright. Again, fingers crossed. They don't hit a Embercleave of their own. Okay. Yep, you got one over here too. There you go. Look at you go. Look at you go. Yeah, I mean, I guess in that one random weird scenario when, you know, I hit holla holla get bala and they didn't happen to leave enough mana up out of all of their mana. In that one very unlikely scenario, it's a good thing that you exiled the Ember Cleave there. Past that, it just seems like we're spinning our wheels until destruction. Because they're just preying on that top deck, right? And it's just a land. Let's go. Good game. That was a good game. 22-minute game. Holy crap. Alrighty. Thank you, Dan. They even allowed us to finish it out. By the way, Dan, if you do watch this episode's video, whatever it is, thanks for being an awesome opponent. Actually sticking through the entirety and being like a good sportsman about it. Ignore all my trash talking, as I've said in multiple videos. I'm just a trash talker, so you can't pay too much attention to it. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching, and all that good stuff. Alrighty, hum ya mac. Hum ya mac. I like this hand. We gotta lead the Stampede, some Kazandu action. Might actually drop a Kazandu turn 2, so that way we can hit lead the Stampede on turn 3. We'll have to see what we draw into here, though. Of course, if I can play a creature, I'm gonna play a creature. I can't, but I do have a Fable. I think we still go ahead and drop Kazandu, and yeah, we'll get in. We will get in for the 1. All right, hum ya mac. Ah, that one hurts. Oh, I never thought about that. That's good. That's a good combo. I like that. I think we do go ahead and lead the Stampede here. Or I guess we could have got down Kazandu as well. Bone Crusher. Alright. Couple options here. We can toss down Kazandu if we want to, plus Jaspera. I could get down a Toski. I think I am going to get down a Toski. Well, hell, if they have Skyclave Apparition, Toski's going to be horrible for us. I'm just going to go for the Kazandu Jaspera play. Oh no, I'm not. Haha, lied. Forget, Jaspera's green, Kazandu's double green. Yeah, I really got to stop me on these things. It's fine. Definitely should have tossed down Toski on that turn. Selfless Savior. This is a Winoda deck, isn't it? I haven't seen any humans yet, but it's feeling a little Winoda-ish. Of course we'll make this trade. Of course. Big old Kazandu for a teeny tiny little doggo. But it's gotta happen. We gotta take that thing out so we can get bigger, better, faster, stronger, all that kind of stuff. Here, I think we go Toski, Jaspera. Could also just go for the gold span though. Swing in, we do get 2 mana back thereafter, which would allow us to get down to Rimrock, but doesn't give us anything to defend with. I'm gonna go Toski, Jaspera. We'll see. Now they can use the reduced to memory to exile our Toski. We will get a 3/2 back in its place, which is enough to deal with Bone Crusher, so you know, not the best thing in the world, but if it's an answer, it's an answer. Now their Stonebinder's getting kind of big. Stonebinder is getting kind of big. They should swing all in here. And I think that's the first human we saw is the robber, right? Alright, down to 9. House super duper fun. Let's go Goldspan. I am going to go ahead and get down the Rim Rock. This way next turn we should be able to play the Ox just for the free ski, and we can just defend out with our Jaspier this turn. I think we have enough mana now that it doesn't matter too much. Robber, thank goodness. I was a little fearful that they might actually hit me with the Winoda there. Alright, pass, block here, right? That's 7. We're still good. Now, don't get me wrong, they are definitely creeping up hard on lethal for us. We're just kind of hoping here. I think we have enough green for right now. Let's just go 1 off with the Love Struck, and then we'll drop Ox. And this way we don't have to discard Love Struck and get the card draw, all that kind of stuff. That is fantastic. Now we could have also just got down Love Struck that turn. So we have 3 blockers, they have 3 attackers. Take them down to 8. I don't love it, but we absolutely can't block with... Oh! That's how it goes. Oh, just enough. GG. What's sad is by the time they hit the Winoda, they only had 1 thing to proc it. Still enough. Still enough. Alright, well, GG. Splinter? Splinter Cell. I don't know. You know those games where it's like you take a word and you add to it pretty much? Going down the line or whatever. Really enjoyed those words, and I feel like sometimes I'm just doing that in my general life. Alright, so we're going to go for the Love Struck 1/1 Throne of Death, and I'm seeing a claim. I already don't like their deck. Can I veto you already? Can I just say no? We do have an Embercleave. We got Edge Wall. All that good stuff. Then we got the big old Ox. The big bad Oxarino. Alright. We are going to go ahead and drop the Triome as well as the Edge Wall. Do I think Edge Wall is going to live? Not past this turn. But you gotta try. You gotta try. So I'm expecting something like a Claim Village Rites. Elspeth's Nightmare works as well. A little Destruction. They're going to take our Embercleave from us on the next turn. Who doesn't love a card that just allows you to absolutely decimate the opponent's entire board state in 1 turn? Not I'm all up, down, all over town for that shit. If y'all couldn't tell, I hate Elspeth's Nightmare. See, the biggest pain in the ass. Honestly, I think it's an incredibly strong card and should be played more often in the meta, but, you know, with it not working with Magecraft, I think that's where it sort of slips through the cracks. But it is so incredibly strong. So incredibly strong. You're just gonna get down to Shade? Throwing a little shade at me? Oh no, it's Predator. Good old Predator. So I can get a Magda and a Love Struck. I can go Kazandu and Magda, and next turn try to hit the Ox. I actually kind of like that a little bit better. So we'll go for this. Submit. Now we can start tapping the Magda to also add mana. So on this next turn, we could actually have the Ox pretty much regardless. Alright, so we have a solid board state. Solid-ish, I'd say. They have 4 mana. We know they're a very sacrifice-oriented deck. The fact that I haven't seen a claim in a Village Rite so far, well, I've seen 1 claim, right? But the fact that I haven't seen any more, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little surprised. I'm a little on edge, and I'm expecting it sooner rather than later. Alright, good old Skyclave. Your kicker is 3, ain't it? Yeah. And what is this? 3 as well. So they still have to have something in hand proccable. Or I guess this could be the proccable thing since they now have a creature, but I don't know. So we don't do anything with this. They don't do anything with it either. They shouldn't, right? Yeah. And then just hit it. Alright. Alright. So they might have some removal here. I'm hoping not, obviously. Obviously. But, you know, you never know. Ooh, look at this new UI. That is fanciful. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Do it like this, still have 2 mana left over. Now, you could make a fair point that we should have just swung in with the Magda there. It's 1 extra damage over the 1/1 token. I don't think it matters too much. Ooh, it's the greatest hinge ever. Alright, let's try to get in for some damage. I like the Bone Crusher. Also think we might can nestle it in there a little better than just dropping it right now like it's hot, you know what I mean? So we'll end turn on that note. Do I? Oh, this is difficult. Because I'm almost wanting to keep the Bone Crusher just as a just in case for the Croxa, right? If I have to discard a card, I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking at you, Bone Crusher. Of course, maybe that's not what I should be doing. But I really want to get the Grey Hinge down. I think I need more card draw up against something like this. So I think of everything, Goldspan is the thing that gets tossed, right? Because it definitely gets blocked out to the Predator. Ooh, but I also can't Bone Crusher their Skyclave without them immediately sacrificing it with their Predator. You know? And then we just lose Bone Crusher anyways. I mean, sure, they lose Skyclave, but they're already attacking with it, so not a huge deal, right? If I let this happen, they drop 6/6. We're down to 8. Down to 5? Oh, because I don't have a land to discard. If I block here, I think I gotta block here. I really love it, but I can't go that low, not with them having access to Croxa and us knowing they have access to Croxa, right? Now, if we hit a land, that Kazandu will make the Great Hinge cost a lot less. So, come on. There you go. Alright, so that's Bone Crusher dealt with. Of course, again, arguably, you could say we want the Bone Crusher to hit face. Lead the Stampede leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, which is still enough for a gold span. If I hit the Great Hinge... Oh, come on. I said I like the UI, and then it starts being misclicky. And I don't mean like misclickety-clackety. Alright. All you gotta do is hit resolve. So if I go for this, I still have the 2 mana left over. Plus the 2 from this, which is 4. I think I want to get the Great Hinge down sooner rather than later. It's life gain. It's card draw. It's everything you could want and more. Do I go for the Love Struck, which gives us a body on the board, or do I go for the Lead Stampede, which sets up better for later? I think we hit the Love Struck here. Alright, so we're back to 13. Oh, and we got a land. I don't think I played that land. I think I readily used that land to discard for the Kroxa if that's what it comes to. I don't think I played the land this turn, I should say that. So no attacks. And I know it would give our Kazandu a boost and allow us to potentially swing through. Wouldn't be lethal, and we'll have the same amount of damage on this next turn, so. And we only have 3 blockers. Like, I just feel uneasy about that, you know? Alright, so Kroxa is swinging in. I got rid of Ox, big surprise. I think I gotta get rid of the land. I don't have the graveyard to supply another Kroxa right now, so I'm just sort of going off that. Zul's Fury, sure. That's lethal. GG. I'd like to say it was fun, but y'all know my opinion on Rakdos Sacrifice. I hate it.